Well, now on 12 News Midday, the summer season is officially underway and it's time for some outdoor activities, but it also brings an increased risk of injuries and illnesses. That's why we have Dr. Paul Caldwell here with us, orthopedic surgeon at Bon Secours Tuckahoe Orthopedics, here with us today to talk about with summer here. We know people are outside, especially the students and kids that are out of school. What are some of the most common injuries you're seeing with sports right now?
Yeah, you're exactly right. With the weather getting warm, more people are outdoors. The unfortunate thing is people have been sitting on the couch during the winter, and unfortunately the joints have gotten a little stiff and weak, so that makes us more susceptible to injury. A lot of the things we've been seeing lately in the office are more muscle strains and tendinitises, which is an overuse injury, just because the body's not ready to handle that new load of exercising.
And sometimes people, they think they can fix themselves at home and probably use an ice pack, but what are the benefits of early intervention coming to see you guys?
Yeah, that's a great question, and we go through that in the office all the time, because when you have an injury or something's bothering you, it's great to get it checked out initially just to make sure it's not serious and it doesn't need any further testing, such as an MRI. Most of the time we can get going with a little physical therapy and some rehabilitation and speed recovery.
And so as for elderly people, we know elderly people, they like to go to the gym or do things. So why is it important to treat those people quicker than you would treat someone who's younger?
Yeah, it's so true. As we get older, unfortunately, the injuries are not as obvious. You know, we'll have injuries, soft tissue, where we're more easy to rip things or pull things or even break bones sometimes. You don't really realize it. So it's good to get that checked out early so we can get you on recovery and it's nothing serious that'll cause an impairment for a lifetime.
And is there a specific age group that you see more injuries in than one?
Well, I mean, you see the athletic younger adults that participate in high impact activities, and then you see injuries in older adults, particularly with pickleball getting thrown in the mix lately. A lot of people are getting off the couch and getting more active, so it covers you A to Z.
So have you been seeing more pickleball injuries than any other sport?
Really have. You know, it's picked up because, pickleball is really the fastest growing sport in the United States. So we've been seeing a lot of people who have not been as active, yet they're getting involved in these sports, and their body's not really ready to get involved in the sports. And that's one of the things that we talk about quite a bit in the office.
You learn something new every day. I did not know that. I got to try that out. And advice for anyone trying to stay active this summer, get out the house, even in the heat. What's some advice you have for them?
Yeah, advice is obviously, and I know this is going backwards, is really preparing yourself, during the winter and staying on some kind of cardiovascular, resistance, flexibility program that will keep your body in shape to be ready for those summer activities that you really enjoy.
Can you just give us an example of what are some of those flexibility programs of people who don't know that are at home right now?
Yeah, I mean, yoga is a great thing. There are plenty of programs online. There are plenty of studios in Richmond. They work on your strength, your joint mobility, your flexibility, and that really prevents injury, which is the key to obviously staying out of my office.
And one last question before we go. How often do you recommend people who maybe don't really want to go get active outside, would you recommend them go to the gym or do something else that keeps them active? Yeah,
anything. Whether you like the water, which is nice and cool this time of year, and staying in the water doing some swimming would be great. You don't always have to be active outside, although it's beautiful.
Great advice. Any other advice before we leave?
No, I appreciate you having me on. I hope to see you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Right now we're going to send it over to Caroline with another